The Emmerdale spoilers are pouring in. New Coronation Street crossover news, imminent danger for Robert and Aaron, and the departure of Ryan Celia. Last week on screen saw Kev commit an armed robbery, with Liam unwittingly becoming the getaway driver, and the heartbreak of Anna dying. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. The coming weeks will see a number of big storylines come to a close, several big names prepare to say goodbye, and a number of other characters step into the spotlight. And of course, there's Christmas and the Corrie crossover. The mood in the village in December is more tense than ever. The kind of simmering tension that usually signals Emmerdale is about to explode. And looking at all that's coming up, one thing's for sure, the next few weeks will shake the whole village. Kev's exposed, and a death threat. Kev's lies were built on shaky ground, but the terrifying speed with which they're about to collapse is staggering. The following week, Robert and Aaron finally discover that Kev never had the terminal illness he claimed. The shock sends them both into overdrive, determined to send him back to prison. Kev is arrested, and that's where it should have ended. But Kev is the kind of guy who can always find a way out of any dead end. Christmas is approaching, and the mood is turning grim. Robert's growing increasingly uneasy, which says a lot. When someone like Robert starts to panic, it means real danger. There's talk of a death threat. Given Kev's animosity towards Aaron, this isn't exactly the film's hyperbole. Kev has never hesitated to cause harm, and while he seems reluctant to hurt Robert, the same cannot be said for Aaron. Things are ripe for a dark, breathless confrontation just in time for Christmas. Bear is found, and the end for Ryan Celia. Paddy's instincts are rarely wrong, and his refusal to accept the police's indifference to Bear's disappearance proves it all. Paddy's quiet determination is one of the most emotional moments of this story. He senses something is terribly wrong, and he's right. Bear is very close. The danger is much closer than the villagers realize. And when Bear is found, Ryan Celia's power in Emmerdale will collapse completely. Rumors suggest Rye is leaving, and Celia has been confirmed to make her final appearance. This fits perfectly with the sense that everything is building to a big Christmas cliffhanger, possibly even spilling over into the Corrie crossover. 3. New Corrie Dale details. The Corrie Emmerdale crossover has officially been greenlit, filming has begun, and the level of secrecy has fans on edge. It promises to be one of the boldest soaps in years. There are rumors that John Sugden will reappear and be stopped by Weatherfield police, which sounds crazy but not impossible. Surprise returns are the genre's forte, and John disappearing abroad without warning always feels unfinished. With DS Swain also appearing in the crossover and Aaron confirmed, the theory that Aaron's life is in danger suddenly becomes chilling. If the story revolves around a chase, a threat, or a climactic arrest, that would perfectly explain the tension that dominates December. In addition, fans will get to vote on which crossover couple will air. Charity, Carla. Nicola, Roy. Sam, Kirk. Ross, Tracy. Each pairing promises chaos in its own way, and the fact that only one option will air makes the game even more dramatic. John Sugden returns. John may have left the Dales, but the way he disappeared feels like it was only temporary. When Emmerdale lets a murderer disappear from the screen without a final resolution, it almost certainly signals that there's more to come. Aaron's feeling is right. It's not over. John is the village's unfinished business. And when he returns, whether in the coming weeks or months, the villagers can only breathe a sigh of relief that justice has been served. The question isn't if, but how explosive will it be? Victoria leaves the show, for the best reason. Victoria is taking a break from Emmerdale for the most blissful reason: she's going on maternity leave. It's a beautiful moment in real life, but on screen, Victoria's absence will certainly leave a void. Fans are buzzing about the character's departure, and the possibility of Adam returning to take her away is the most compelling scenario. There's a warm, enduring bond between them, and it's no wonder audiences are eager for that ending. Charity's secret. How long can it last? Charity is on the decline, and recent episodes have been a great depiction of how guilt can eat away at a person. After a night of bad luck with Ross, pregnant with the baby Sarah and Jacob believe is theirs. Every scene with Charity is fraught with anxiety. She can't tell the truth, and as Matt grows closer to Ross, the pressure becomes more suffocating. The more she hides, the more devastating the final consequences will be. This is sure to be one of the most painful blow-ups yet. 7. Jason Donovan visits the Dales. Amid all the tension, Emmerdale gets a moment of pure joy. Jason Donovan turns up at the Woolpack, giving Lydia and the village a surprise performance. A little warmth, a pop culture wink, and a breath of fresh air. The Dales really need it right now. If all of this is what Emmerdale is building to, the next few weeks will be filled with tragedy, danger, surprise, and maybe a Christmas miracle or two. Whatever the outcome, the village will certainly not be the same when the dust and storm clears.